Hi everyone, welcome back to Investing for Income 101. Today I'm just going to quickly review the positions, what happened last week as of Friday, 17th of February. So let's get right to it. We are working on this beat SPY strategy. Essentially, we are trying to generate income from selling SPY covered calls. And I started with buying 100 shares of SPY, and I'm planning to reinvest any dividends coming from these 100 shares. I will also sell covered SPY calls. Since I have 100 shares of SPY, I can only sell one contract at a time. Maybe one day it'll be 200, then I can start selling two contracts. That would be awesome. Anyways, we started on 31st of January, and the goal is to get additional 6% in the next 11 months. So let's see if we can make it, or maybe we can beat it. That would be really good. So far, it's looking good. I'm planning to use any leftover cash to buy high dividend stocks. For this, I picked two, Starwood and Rhythm. They are essentially here just so that my money doesn't sit there idle. So at least Starwood and Rhythm both generate Starwood close to 10%, Rhythm little over 10% of dividend. So that's really good. Okay, so what trades have we done so far? So on the 31st of January, I entered into the position, most importantly, bought 100 shares of SPY and sold one covered SPY call. And then whatever cash was left in the account, I bought Starwood and Rhythm in a few trades. I was actually thinking about buying the covered call back. So that's why I sold one share of Rhythm for $9.58. And that way I would have about $10 in my account. And I thought I can buy the call back up to like 10 cents per share. In the end, I decided not to do it, and I'll explain shortly why. So essentially on Friday 17th, the call just expired worthless. I didn't need to use any money. So it was just $0, but now we no longer have covered calls in our account. And we got to pocket the entire premium, which was $317. So let's take a look how SPY behaved. So this is where we bought it on the 31st. I think the price was around, SPY price was about 404, and it actually managed to close above 404 quite quickly, and then it moved very quickly up on kind of reduced inflation outlook. However, very soon, so there were some worries in the market. Again, SPY went down and then up again. Then Mr. Ballard spoke on Wednesday, I believe. Thursday, sorry. Thursday, the market looked good. I wanted the SPY to close to our strike price. That's the best because SPY moves up, so we get profit from that. And if it doesn't go above the strike price, then it's really good. We get the maximum profit from our call. Unfortunately, Mr. Ballard spoke and spooked the markets. And so SPY went down on Thursday and then went even more down on Friday, but it made up some of the losses. But anyway, it finished way above. So this is the 413. This is our strike price. So SPY finished well below 413. So on Friday, when I looked at it, there was essentially no point making any trades because I really didn't wanted SPY to be closer to here. So the call expired worthless, and I'm hoping that SPY will move up a little bit, at least in the next few days, and then I can use that strength to sell more another covered call. So this is the position. We have the shares of Rhythm, we have the shares of SPY, and shares of Starwood. Of course, as usual, I only care about SPY. The others are there just for my sake, but really not part of the experiment. So how did we do over time? You can see, again, the call plus cash. Initially, I was losing some money here because SPY moved up too quickly. So the position was not profitable. But eventually, as SPY came back down, I saw some small profits. And finally, towards the end, I saw the day before, finally decent sized profits, and finally the last day we got the entire premium back. So that's full whatever money we spent initially or we got initially from selling the covered call, we got to all pocket that. So that's awesome. That's a good return. I wish SPY went up a little bit more. You can see the profit from SPY in the last 3 weeks was relatively small, and smaller actually than the profit from selling the covered calls. So good that we used the strategy that helped the overall profitability of the account. If you look at it in charts, the yellow is the call plus cash. You can see negative, 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 and eventually started becoming positive. And finally, the last few days, this is Thursday, Friday, finally, the call plus cash is quite profitable, even more profitable. See, this is the blue is the profit of SPY. The yellow is profit of the short call. So the short call was actually more profitable than SPY itself. And then that reflects on the performance of the entire account. If you add these two together, you get the orange one, right? So good that we're using the strategy. So far, it's doing quite well. Hopefully, we'll continue. So what's the plan for next week? We're going to sell a new covered SPY call. I'm planning to sell something 3 to 4 weeks out. And I explained this already in the Option School video that I will link to at the end. And again, the option will be 1.5 to 2% out of the money, because that's kind of that's reasonably still. I get some value from the option. Still has some reasonable value, and it's enough in the money, enough out of the money that if SPY moves against me or if it moves up too fast, I can still manage the short call reasonably well. If you're curious what's going to happen next week or next month, I will do these updates every week or maybe every other week to let you know how things are. I also have live trades, in the same channel, so you can see what I'm trading and how I'm trading it. It's only the trades are for now only related to the SPY beating SPY strategy. So please subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Happy trading.